Happy full moon, everybody. I missed a few full moons here, but I was working a bit too hard and exhausting myself. So I'm now coming back to the land of the living, hopefully. And I wanted to talk about the back to the beneficial bacteria movement. Used to be called the back to the land movement, I guess. But now we know a little bit more about what that means. And one of the big shifts that happens when you get back to the land is you get back to a more beneficial bacteria environment, which we now know is a direct connection to our moods, a direct connection to our gut health, our immune system. Pretty foundational, important issues that are facing us right now. So Recipes for Respiration is this YouTube channel I started. I really want to focus on respiration, because if you get your respiration dialed in, tweak your diet and a few other bad habits maybe that you've accumulated in this culture, you're golden. You're going to survive and be a very happy person. You'll thrive and be a very happy person, relatively speaking, surrounded by all the madness. So back to the beneficial bacteria movement. So I've been on Facebook a lot talking to people on these asthma websites. Everybody's like, oh, I'm on Xanax, I'm on Filibrex, I'm on Zumex, and oh, my doctor just put me on Shitx or XX, and it's, I've got all this mucus, I can't breathe, I've got hives, I've got hemorrhoids, I'm depressed. And they just swap depressing pharmaceutical drug stories as if that's the only alternative. And sadly, I think that's the only alternative the doctors provide, which is what got me leaving this whole... I lost trust in the medical system in my 20s when this silly little sparkly-eyed magical yoga teacher taught me how to breathe with my diaphragm. And I used my inhaler every week my entire life before then. And everybody said, oh, it's your disease. Sorry, Michael, there's no cure. Here's your drugs. Keep drinking your pasteurized cow's milk. Keep eating your pasteurized cheese and having a bowl of cereal and, eating all these mucus-forming foods. Now, zoom 20, 30 years ahead, and everything's covered in glyphosate and absolutely destroying the gut microbiome. And it's no wonder we're sick in one way or another. Asthma being one of the main ones, not being able to breathe, full of mucus, clogged, your gut is just full of filth. You've never cleansed in your life. We threw away all our religions and threw away all the fasting ceremonies with it, and we just think we can eat 24/7, 7 days a week, anything we want. And if we're sick, it's not anything I'm putting in my mouth. Must be something wrong with something else. And oh, there's a drug for it. Great. Now there's a vaccine for it. Even better. Let's not be responsible at all. Let's eat whatever they sell us. Let's buy the cheapest food possible. And yada, yada, yada. Anyways, enough ranting there. Here is my mucus forming solution in the wheat department. This is a sourdough biscuit. I started it last night. It got all bubbly this morning, and I simply added a bit more flour and some salt and some baking soda and rolled it out and stamped out a bunch of biscuits and baked them for breakfast. And delicious. No yeast, no glyphosates, nothing that can feed a yeast infection or kill the bacteria in my gut. It's all good. And it's got some wheat in it, organic, no glyphosate, but it's also got spelt and rye. So very tasty, and it's a good snack as I'm gonna go keep digging here for the other part of this story we're talking today. So this is a permaculture installation. I'm putting in gray water. We're going to get the gray water out of our cabin and into our kitchen garden here, so that we can feed a mulch pit with moisture and basically feed some dwarf fruit trees and berry bushes that we've got around this. It's called a key line or a keyhole garden in permaculture. It's a pretty simple concept. It's all over Google if you want to check it out. But anyways, in this trench that I was supposed to do the gray water in 2 years ago now, finally getting to it, I realized we've got a massive furrow and we planted potatoes beautifully, but you got to get into a bit of a trench to get at them. But You can see here, these are called banana fingerlings. These are a delicacy potato. If you like potatoes, and if you've ever had a fresh potato out of the garden, try these and it'll even impress you more. They're just beautiful potatoes. But I just want to, so connecting the dots here with our gut microbiome, our non-mucus filled body that we can breathe in this soil here, we have nothing but beneficial bacteria. There is, you know, all sorts of, we're learning now. I'm just going to turn this around so I can work while I talk. How do you do it? Maybe you can't. Okay, well anyways, let's just, hopefully this comes through, but they're not the biggest potatoes, and I'm not the best farmer. So this was basically just, oh, and there's a purple potato. These are really good too in the health department for potatoes. They're low in, I can't remember what it is, that maybe it's the nightshade department that causes inflammation. But anyways, the beneficial bacteria surrounding these organic potatoes now is in my nails, it's on my hands. And we're now learning that these bacteria, which are protecting our immune system on the outside of our skin, and then there's bacteria all over us that protects us from viruses and other bacteria that might want to take us out. They're good, and we want these things on our body, under our nails, in our intestines, in our colon, in our stomach. So, well, there's a beauty. Look at that sucker. These are delicious. So I'm outside, I'm breathing fresh air. One, I'm exercising. I'm doing pranayama, deep abdominal breathing while I'm working. I'm getting fresh air, I'm expelling whatever it is that needs to get out of me. I'm getting good bacteria under my nails. I'm harvesting some really good potatoes, which are not mucus forming, which are not sprayed with any crap that's gonna cause me further distress. And I'm getting back to bacteria, back to beneficial bacteria. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you and make this another video of recipe for respiration, how to reclaim your life and get off the drugs that are totally unnecessary for probably most of us, if not all of us. Better be careful what I say. I might get censored. The big pharma companies, you got your trillions, leave me alone. Let me live in peace finally. You're not on my list anymore. You can't peddle your drugs to me anyways. So anyways, if you got your drugs and you feel good, great, good for you. I'm happy for you. If you're happy, I'm happy. But you know, if you think you should dial back the drugs or get off of them somehow, find a doctor that understands abdominal breathing. Find a doctor that understands the mucus part of pasteurized cow's milk. Hello, who's that? Whoa, 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 whoa. It's Lila. Say hi, say hi. Yeah, this is a Zen dog. She knows how to breathe. She's got no mucus problems. Anyways, I'm sorry if you do, and I'm so thankful that this yoga teacher taught me pranayama, and I started looking into health on my own and making my own scientific experiments with my own body, and I learned a lot. And I'm telling you, just work with your diet. What goes in your body is super important. It affects everything. What you breathe, how you think, how you breathe. You know, just check out a few more of the videos if it's of interest to you, and if you want to learn, and I'll help you as much as I can. There's a boatload of teachers out there who will now online. So just relearn your breath, relearn your diet, and get back to beneficial bacteria. Peace, everybody. Love you. Stop. Pause.